Hello and welcome to my review of Death on the Nile. Death on the Nile is a new film, came out February 2022 in England. It's based off Agatha Christie's novel by the same name. It stars Kenneth Branagh as the lead Belgian detective named Poirot. Poirot is somebody who enjoys desserts, solving crimes, and he is a man who has a flagrantly outrageous moustache. And I respect that. There's quite a few moustaches in this film, but Poirot's is definitely the most attention-grabbing or startling. You know, it's a real piece of facial hair expressed in a novel and unusual way. But this film is really good. It took me by surprise. It's a sequel to 2017's Death on the Orient Express, which also stars Kenneth Branagh. Kenneth Branagh was the director of that film. He's the director of this film. And like that film, which I may or may not have seen, if I have seen it, it's pretty forgettable because I can't really remember anything about it. I may have fallen asleep during it. But this film's really good. And like that 2017 one, it has a huge ensemble cast, and that's mainly what I'm going to focus this review on. So Kenneth Branagh, as already stated, is the lead. He is Poirot. He starts off in England and then he ends up being on this boat in the Nile, and then a crime is committed and he has to solve it, and that's basically all I'm going to say about the plot. However, I will talk about the cast and how good the cast is in this film, and it really is. A lot of great performances all the way around. It's a who's who with regard to the performers in the film. So I'm going to list off some names and talk about some individual performances. So you have Armie Hammer, Gal Gadot, Tom Bateman from Da Vinci's Demons, and he's actually in the 2017 edition. Gal Gadot, I really don't know how you pronounce her name, it's one or the other. She is Wonder Woman, of course. Armie Hammer, this is the first film I've seen him in. From doing research for this film, he has been involved in some major controversy in recent months. Some heinous accusations of sexual assault and cannibalism even have been lodged against him. Again, as doing research for this, he's in rehab, or he's just come out of rehab, and I think he's sorting himself out. So that's what I'll say with regard to that. But he's in it and he's really good. I'm going to talk about his performance. A lady called Emma Mackay. She's in a Netflix show called Sex Education. I've never seen that before, but I know that's got a lot of buzz. It's supposed to be quite funny. She's very good in this. Rose Leslie is in this. Rose Leslie is in Game of Thrones and Downton Abbey. She has a French or Belgian accent. It's never really quite clear, but she plays a maid. She does her accent quite well. Russell Brand is in this film, and Russell Brand has really short hair in this. I didn't research this because ultimately it's superfluous to know, but it made me think, did he actually cut his hair, or is that a wig? Because since he burst onto the scene from Big Brother's Big Mouth, he's always had like a really long Jim Morrison, Dawes-esque barnet, you know? Well, way back in the day it was sort of up, like, you know, straightened up. We're talking early to mid-noughties. But in this, he has very short hair, you know, just like sort of like shorter than what my hair is now, as a point of reference. And he's in it. He doesn't have many lines, but he's 100% part of the ensemble cast and plays an important role in the film. Dawn French is in this. Jennifer Saunders, that power couple team, is reunited, Ab Fab. In 2022, and they're not playing the characters from Absolutely Fabulous, and then many more actors from different generations, decades, film roles, TV roles, all very good. The film, again, and this isn't giving too much away, this is literally the opening sequence, and I'm going to be vague about this. But the film opens with Poirot as a young man, and you discover the reason why he has such a powerful mustache, what the inspiration was for him to grow it out in the way that he does, which is interesting. You see him sort of, you know, using his analytical, logical, deduction-based skills in that sequence, which is very good. Very well shot, very well performed. Gal Gadot is very good in this film. If one is attracted to her in any way, this film's worth watching just for that, because she has a couple of really steamy dance scenes, you know, where she's like backing up to Army Hammer. You know, at one point he throws her up in the air and her crutch is just on his face. You know, some real physical dancing going on, which I wasn't expecting to see. And he's like that with the Emma McKay actress, and his character, and she's great in it as well, by the way. She's just some real, I've seen the Wonder Woman films. The first one's good, I enjoyed that a lot. Second one, too cartoonish. The Justice League films, wow. Over Christmas I watched like the 5-hour one, and for me, I mean, we're not doing a review on that, but that still wasn't very good. But in this, she has a lot of emotional scenes where she has to, you know, really act, quote unquote. You know, she's got to show her craft, and she does very well. Army Hammer, like I say, he's accused of some absolutely heinous, abhorrent things, and to my knowledge he hasn't been found guilty on them, but I'm not going to focus on that. But he's brilliant in this, and he does play this sort of, he's big, strong, he has a mustache too, handsome man that just loves having sex and is like a real magnet. He performs in this very well. Tom Bateman, another handsome man, he does well in this. I haven't seen Da Vinci's Demons, and like I say, I can't really remember the first film, but he's good in this. Russell Brand is good in this. Letitia Wright, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. She's fantastic in this. She is Black Panther's sister, and from the Black Panther films, the Marvel films, and she's brilliant in this. She plays a manager to a singer who's an actress that I recognise, but when I searched her up I didn't actually really know any of her credits, that's why I haven't got her down. But the Letitia Wright has a fantastic story arc. Because it's a murder mystery, there's a lot of mini storylines that all come together really well. The writing of this film is very good, the performances are very good. It took me completely by surprise. I really rate this film highly and recommend it. I do recommend it, and if you see it, let me know what you make of it, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Death on the Nile, Kenneth Branagh directed by, starring, and it's well worth a watch. Anyway, cheers.